Good evening, fellow patrons. With the Easter egg hunt still very much alive 2 full days after the release of KOWAKUJO, there is a massive amount of intrigue around DLC 4. Instead of waiting around for the quest to be solved, I decided to divert my focus to developing a round 100 strategy for you guys. In this video, I will go over all of the weird quirks of this map that you need to be aware of if you are wanting to reach triple digits on the leaderboards. Without further ado, let's run it. A map's wonder weapon is the key ingredient for any high round strategy in zombies, and that should be #1 priority before anything else. In this segment, I will go over all of the building steps and locations for the various parts of the strangest wonder weapon in Call of Duty Zombies history, the Necromancer, which is literally a cat.
I'm going to kill so many now!
For the recommended augments, it's the same trusty selection as my other high round strategy guides. I would highly recommend equipping every augment that gives you some sort of movement speed increase. It may just be my unfamiliarity with the new map, but the zombies just seem flat out faster in KOWAKUJO. That being said, the combination of these augments will give you the maximum amount of separation from you and the unrelenting horde of super sprinters. I'm sure a lot of you are eager to try out the new ultra rarity PPSH just like I was. It's a very solid gun, but it takes forever to spin it at the mystery box. Its damage output is pretty high, but it's not a game-changing gun by any means. I ended up switching it out for this build of the Akita when I got into the 60s. This build is focused solely on ease of firing, mobility, and handling. You really will only be using this weapon slot to activate the Fireworks ammo mod, or when an insta-kill spawns in. The thin point fast mag allows you to get the most out of the ammo surge augment from Speed Cola, and it's just simply the best auxiliary gun in the game. This build of the 1911s paired with the Lightmend ammo mod and the cat are going to split the majority of the zombie killing workload.
Diabetes.
If you want to succeed at reaching high rounds in KOWAKUJO, you need to be aware of what I like to call the round variations of the map. The way I see it, there are essentially 3 different types of rounds that each require their own set of tactics. The 3 round variations are as follows. First, you have your normal ordinary round. The enemy types and spawning patterns are consistent. The next round variation is an assault wave, where you are tasked with defending one of the wards on the map from a 2-minute onslaught of zombies. And finally, the last round variation is what I like to call the smoke rounds, which occurs when the smoke of the fire displaces you from where we go about completing our regular rounds. So in the next 3 chapters of this video, I will break down what I learned about how to progress through these 3 different types of rounds as safely as possible. For the start of regular rounds, you will want to start training in the central courtyard area of the map. I was a bit discombobulated after I loaded in. That's my bad. So as you can see, you complete 1 loop around the courtyard extremely quickly. I like to charge the wonder weapon prior to shooting it, because the charged attack inflicts damage over time. So you don't really need to aim it at all. Once the shot is charged, just shoot it at the ground. The zombies trailing you will run right into it. This allows you to focus on navigating what is ahead of you rather than aiming. The coolest thing about this wonder weapon is that the process of charging a shot does not hinder your movement at all. Most weapons that have a chargeable shot have a tendency to slow your movement speed down exponentially, but the cat is just built different, I guess. As long as you're holding down the left trigger, you can slide, jump, and even sprint while the shot is charging. It's very easy to hit a flow state with this weapon. I like to switch to the 1911s when I'm near the ammo box or when the horde is gaining ground on me. Most of your precious armor plates will come from the kills of the 1911s, so don't let the cat take all of the glory. The Akita should really just be an afterthought. After your first activation of the fireworks ammo mod, it will take roughly 90 seconds for it to cool off and activate it again. So once you see the flare light up, that's your sign to switch your weapons. After you pass the ammo crate and round the corner, you may see several zombies spawning from a hole in the wall below you. If you can't dodge them, just use PhD slider to clear the pathway. You don't want to get in the habit of doubling back or changing directions. You will take a hefty amount of damage if you do. You need to be monitoring your armor levels constantly. If you have 0 plates in reserve, switch to the 1911s until you get some to drop. Hit the trap if you have essence to blow, but don't expect it to be that effective at killing large amounts of zombies. The zombies run past their shooting range very quickly. At this point in my game, I was testing out shock charges. I think you are better served with Casimirs. Throwing 1 or 2 per round is sustainable with the BOGO and free throw mule kick augments. It will make the rounds go quicker than what you see here in my game at round 99. It seems hectic, but once you get a few rounds under your belt, it becomes a controllable chaos. So every 5 rounds or so, an assault wave will commence. A game prompt will appear on your screen notating a specific ward you must defend. You are given 45 seconds of prep time. These are doable in the mid to high rounds. My last successful defense in this match was round 57, and I spent an ungodly amount of salvage. Totally not worth it. For whatever reason, I was hell-bent on trying to find a feasible way to successfully defend a ward without using a million gobblegums. This was my last attempt at trying to successfully defend a ward.
Sir, I have an opinion on this matter.
Well, by all means, share it with the squad.
Open my way of thinking, sir. This entire mission is a serious misallocation of valuable military resources.
Go on.
Pack your bags, fellas. War's over.
Facts: war was over before it even started. No chance you're successfully defending a ward at this high of a round in a solo game. I made this entire process way harder than it needs to be. After you fail to successfully defend a ward, the round will automatically turn over.
Look out! Those crazies are cooking up something.
The area of that particular ward will soon be covered in a dense, smoky ash-like atmosphere. Navigating through these areas will slow your movements and slowly deplete your health. If all the wards are overrun by zombies, the entire map will eventually become a toxic wasteland, and you will die. The solution? Well, it's actually very simple. First, you let the zombies overtake the ward. This will cause you to progress to the next round. Go about the following round in a safe area of the map, but make sure to leave a zombie or two. Crawlers are ideal. The round sitter minor augment from Wisp T would be clutch as well. Once you know for certain the zombies are finished spawning, make your way over to the captured ward and recapture it. This literally is a piece of cake. There's one Oni zombie that spawns in, and then after that it's a slow trickle of regular zombies. It takes like 30 seconds. And just like that, you're back in business. Just save yourself the headache and make sure the next round is almost over. I tried reclaiming the overtaken ward very early on in the next round and ended up going down because of it. I used a self-revive, saved and quit, then loaded back in. After loading in, the assault wave was not at round 98. Instead, the assault wave came on round 102. Here's the footage of me capturing at the end of the following round. That's all there is to it. The last round variation is what I like to call the smoke rounds. And as you can see at the beginning of round 105, the central courtyard becomes the ashy-like atmosphere on a round that was not an assault wave. What I like to do on these rounds is run a loop through the eastern portion of the map. So whenever the central courtyard becomes filled with the smoke or ash, I would recommend just exiting through this hole in the wall and down this slope. As you can see, I decide to take a right and head towards the western portion of the map. The stables portion of the map is quite hectic. As you can see, the exit by the ammo crate that leads from the stables to the training area is surrounded by numerous zombie spawns. That's why you see me double back and head in the opposite direction during this circuit in my match. My advice would be to not even try to navigate your way through the stables area of the map. After you leave the central courtyard, always make a left towards the flower garden. This is a much safer circuit, and the armor wall buy is easily accessible for you to buy as you pass through the area. So on your screen, you see that I am back in the central courtyard. This is the loop you should run until the courtyard is clear of all the ash in the air. Like I did before, head through the hole in the wall, work your way down this slope and turn left. Buy armor if you need it and exit through the kitchens. It's wise to have your wonder weapon charged so you get through this exit safely. You should basically be back in the central courtyard where you started this circuit. The smoke will last 5 minutes. After those 5 minutes, the central courtyard should be safe once again. And that pretty much sums up the entire strategy. I appreciate you guys watching as always. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next one. JJet out.